Happy Thanksgiving, Lions fans. This is Kory Woods with the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your pregame roar on Woodward Report. And as you can see, I have Ford Field right behind me because at 12:30, your Detroit Lions are going to be taking on the Chicago Bears, and they're still looking for that first win. And what better day than to get their first win than on the annual Thanksgiving Day game. Now, before I get into some talk, I want to talk to you guys about what I'm thankful for. First off, I'm thankful for Woodward Sports. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. And I will be definitely thankful for you guys to see a Lions win today. Now, a couple things that we have to get into. Jared Goff was upgraded to questionable last night. I would expect Jared Goff to go ahead and get out there and suit up for the Lions because throughout the week, Dan Campbell has talked about his health was improving and that he looked good throwing the football in practice. Some other things to keep out for is the rushing attack. That's going to be one of my keys to victory for the Lions today. They have to keep the ball in Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift's hands. It's been the best thing about the offense. I don't think that's a secret. And if it's not a secret, why am I whispering? That is all for today. This is Kory Woods with your pregame Roar and Woodward Report. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, and let's go Lions. Happy Sunday, Lions fans. This is Kory Woods, your Detroit Lions beat reporter with the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your pregame Roar on Woodward Report. And here it is, Week 13, Lions versus Vikings, their second matchup of the season. And as you see, I'm right outside of Ford Field, and I'm not going to lie. When I came here, I thought the game got pushed back because this area is a little bit more lively than what it is right now. Hopefully fans are just kind of getting a little bit of, just waking up and starting to trickle in late because there was a big game last night, with Michigan taking out Iowa and winning the Big Ten championship. So hopefully that's all it is. They're able to come in here and cheer these guys on because they need to get that win. Now remember what happened in Week 5. They lost, unfortunately, on that game-winning field goal, 19-17. But that's old news. Let's get into today. Now, obviously, the Lions will be playing with heavy hearts due to the tragic events that took place at Oxford High School. The Lions will be paying tribute to the fallen victims, and here's what Dan Campbell had to say about that.
Well, look, I know us as the players, the organization, everybody, just as a starting point, man, we're gonna have T-shirts, we got hats made, we're gonna have decals on the back of the helmets. We'll have a moment of silence before the game, certainly, but those guys are on our minds, and so we want to represent them on Sunday. I know there'll be a group of those students and kids and people that have been affected will be watching this game, So right now, that's the best way to help them.
They heard from Dan Campbell. Now, when I was coming in, there was something on Twitter that the Lions posted. Lions safety Jalen Elliott was rocking a custom Detroit Lions number 42 Tate Mirror jersey, who was a hero in that whole event that took place at Oxford High School. And it's just really unfortunate to talk about. But hopefully, as last night when we all saw Michigan honor the victims, hopefully the Lions are going to be able to do something like that today in addition to what they already planned. And what I mean by that is get the win. Hopefully they're able to go ahead and get the win and just end that winless streak and honor those victims. But you know what? Let's get into what the Lions got to do to win this game. And to win this game, I talked about this guy earlier this week, and it was delightful to hear Dan Campbell talk about him. They got to stop Alexander Madison. Dalvin Cook hasn't played the last 2 times against the Lions. It's with Alexander Madison giving them problems, and here's what Dan Campbell had to say about that.
They've been running that scheme for a while. He understands that he's a good back in that system, and as he proved game 1, it only takes one to kick out of there and change a game, and he's got that ability. And look, we can't sleep on 26 either now because I know they're going to sprinkle him in and play him, and he's got the speed to. He breaks it on the perimeter, and we look out because he can take it to the house just like he's done on punt return. But 25, I think he's a good back. He's a workhorse.
They heard it from Dan Campbell. Well, it's time to go in here and see what happens. This is Kory Woods, your Detroit Lions beat reporter at the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your pregame Roar on Woodward Report. Go Lions. What's going on, everybody? This is Kory Woods with the Woodward Sports Network, checking in at the Super Bowl experience here at the Los Angeles Convention Center. You already know what's going to happen tomorrow. Los Angeles Rams, Cincinnati Bengals. You know what time it is. A lot of people are out here from Detroit, and you know why they're here. They're here to support Matthew Stafford. I ain't talking about that Detroit Rams shirt that's going around. There are some really good people here from the D and already in LA who love this guy, who are loving the Rams, but there's a lot of Bengals fans out here. I was on the plane with a lot of them on my layover. So, hey, let's go in here and see what it's all about. Yo, y'all see that right behind me? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? The Lions are at the Super Bowl, baby. Do I cheer? Do I cheer? I don't know. Is that proper etiquette?
Yeah, honestly, when the trade happened, I was stoked. I was a little unsure at first, but just the way that family's embraced LA, they've embraced the culture. I love them. They've been great.
You know what, man? You know, since I'm from Detroit, hometown, you know, we got Stafford at the helm. So I'm pulling for the Rams, no doubt, all the way, okay? And I don't think Joe Burrow, his feet ain't in it. His feet ain't in it. His heart ain't in it. So I'm on Stafford. I'm with the Rams, and I'm with Odell Beckham Jr. Hey, man, listen, we got this in the bag.
That's all I got from the Super Bowl experience. Tomorrow's the big game. Rams, Bengals. Who you got? I know who I got. This is Kory Woods, the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your Super Bowl pregame? Super Bowl experience? I don't know what to call it. We out here in LA having fun. Let's go. Culture apparently is the magical word for the Detroit Lions this offseason. It is the reason that a lot of players have said that they have re-signed, and is the reason that some free agents are signing with the team. Earlier today, Mike Hughes and Chris Board signed their deals, and they are now officially with the Lions. Here what Hughes had to say about what Dan Campbell is building in Detroit.
You know, I think it was a perfect opportunity, you know, for me to, you know, come in and try to compete for a spot. And you know, I think it's just a great opportunity for me in my career at this point, you know, anyway. Yeah, having a talk with Coach Campbell and those defensive guys, you know, they got a plan for me that I think is, you know, a good opportunity for me, like I said. And, you know, I just want to come in here and, you know, have fun and, you know, just play ball, honestly. You know, the culture that Coach Campbell is, you know, creating around here, you know, I can feel it growing. And, you know, when I had those conversations with those guys, you know, it kind of drew me in. And, you know, anybody who's believes in me, I'm willing to go to war for. So, you know, that really stood out to me.
Hughes also said that he spoke with Dan Campbell and AG about how he will potentially be used, and he has no opposition to whatever way they choose to use him.
They asked me what would I rather play, and you know, honestly, I don't have a preference. Like you said, I have experience playing both, so you know, wherever you know they see me fit is, you know, wherever I play. So.
And as mentioned, along with Mike Hughes, Chris Board signed his deal today as well, and he had an interesting comparison between his former team, the Ravens, and the Lions. Check it out.
I'd probably just say the authenticity, to be honest with you. I can just tell it's like real here. You know what I'm saying? It just feels real.
Again, as I noted, the Lions made two sensible, solid signings this offseason with Board and Hughes today, and let's see how they plan out. This is Kory Woods with the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your Detroit Lions update. What's going on, everybody? This is Kory Woods with the Woodward Sports Network, checking in with your Detroit Lions update, and today we are going to talk about Malik Willis. Right now, the Detroit Lions have the number 2 overall pick, and there are rumors, there are reports, there are rumblings out there that the Detroit Lions could possibly target Willis with the 2nd overall pick. Now, ESPN's Mel Kiper, well, he's not too high on it. As a matter of fact, he's of the belief that the Lions should not go with Willis at the number 2 overall pick. Now, here's the interesting thing. At the 6th pick with the Carolina Panthers, or with the Atlanta Falcons, he's thinking that they should take Malik Willis. He's calling this guy a right-handed Michael Vick. If he's a right-handed Michael Vick, why in the world would the Detroit Lions not want that? They do not have Jared Goff locked in long-term, and they are going to need a quarterback for the future. But you know what? Let's just go over some of Mel Kiper's worst picks. I mean, this is the same Mel Kiper that said Jamarcus Russell was going to have a John Elway type career. He said that Russell Wilson was going to be the next Seneca Wallace, a guy you could bring off the bench. He said that Andre Wadsworth was going to be the next Bruce Smith. Remember Mike Williams, who the Detroit Lions drafted? He said Mike Williams was going to have a Hall of Fame type career. He said Joey Harrington, remember that guy? He said Joey Harrington and David Carr were not going to be any bust or disappointment in the next few years of their career. And then the icing on the cake is that he scolded the Lions for not taking Brady Quinn with the 2nd overall pick in that draft. And you know who the Lions got? Some guy named Calvin Megatron Johnson. So take what Mel Kiper said about Malik Willis with a grain of salt. This is Kory Woods, your Detroit Lions beat reporter of the Woodward Sports Network. Check you guys next time.